All right. Let me see here. I believe
those fries are looking awfully limp, though. Those are nice cold fries.
I believe we have that ready. I think I can.
Let's say 30 minutes.
That's the countdown. Oh, shit. Hold on. I hit a wrong button. It's going to take a second for that to fix. Let me make sure it's counting. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, perfect. That's actually what I wanted to do. Perfect. So it's going to count up. Perfect. All right. So, all right. Hold on. PDJ, are you ready?
You let me know when I start.
I'll do it. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, start. You ready? 3. All right, hold on. You can put your hand on. I don't care. 3, 2, 1, start. All right, everybody. PDJ is underway in the Mikey's McDonald's challenge. He has started.
How about that submarine?
Oh, he is going to hold conversation while he does it. Now, this is a ballsy move right off the bat. He's looking to add content to the show and do the challenge at the same time, similar to what I was trying to do was talk, because Mikey was, Mikey's trying, you know what I mean? He's a new guy. He's trying to narrate as I was going along. God love him, did fantastic.
Yes,
but PJ
she
said she tried. He wants to talk about the sub. Now, what have you heard today? That's right. Now, what, PDJ, are you able to tell me the difference between a submersible and a sub?
They have the report. I sent it to Lollipop. They have the report. It's off on Craigslist. Mike posted it on Facebook for me.
A submersible, okay.
I posted it all over Facebook.
Versus a submarine, which can do what?
Beg everybody, please come
it's like a city.
And literally nobody has said one thing for this whole week. Have you gotten any messages?
No.
Did you check your
Atlantis?
There's a whole lot of
there'll
be like a lot of semen in there.
Yes.
Very funny. Hey, shout out to Scott99, or excuse me, Scott78. He put in a super fan donation there, a big one. I appreciate it, Scott. Thank you so much. That is the best way to support the show. So I appreciate it. So
my third kitten doesn't seem like too bad of an idea now.
Is he already got one down?
Yeah, I'm getting a third cat.
Okay, a minute and a half in. He's got one Big Mac down. I feel like that's
I said me getting a third cat isn't such a bad idea now.
But if you feel like you're going to boot, and don't feel, I'm not pressuring you to continue. If you feel like you need to stop because you're going to get sick,
He's getting a third cat.
you can stop at any time you want. Just understand, we are count. Here it goes. Here we go. Here we go.
Look at him.
I don't think you're actually going to. He's forcing a little, I feel like.
They're best friends, actually. She's like so much more well behaved now.
You ever had a
she wants to be like the good child. So yeah, I'll send you pictures of
Jamaican beef
walking together and
wrapped up
cuddling
in
bed
meat. Yeah, Jamaican beef patty. You ever had one?
Oh, that looks so good right now.
Oh, they're delicious.
They have their own
they're so good. Greasy, but spicy. You ever had kind of meat that's real spicy, PDJ, wrapped up in some delicious like dough, kind of empanada style dough? I feel like you don't make yourself big if you don't have to. I don't care. I'd rather see you try to finish.
By myself.
Oh, I got to sweat. I'm dripping sweat.
Send her that picture.
I am.
The meat sweats.
I got the meat sweat.
Yeah, she'll send you a picture.
I don't know why I suck myself up for this so much.
Petey, I just need you to understand. I ate a large pizza and a Jamaican beef patty.
I'm wearing tie-dye.
And half the time.
No, he's wearing superheroes. Look.
Hey, Oliver. Can you do... Oh, sorry.
Ooh, that's juicy, spicy.
Ooh. It's like leaves with a tiger.
Burning my tongue.
Leaves.
It's kind
of kid came to the pool wearing the same shirt.
DJ, you ever get that feeling?
Really?
Same exact shirt.
Are you serious?
You ever get that feeling?
This is the first time he's worn this even.
Yep, there's a kid.
He's got the mouth sweats right now.
Imagine that Big Mac on a big greasy ashtray. That'd be good.
Imagine reheating them nuggets in that air fryer that Hood Meals uses.
Yeah. PDJ, are you tapping out?
I'm tapped out.
Oh, shit. Wait, officially? We have a tap out at 23:05?
Yeah.
Wow.
Over it.
PDJ calls it. He didn't even get to the second batch of nuggets, guys. What? Hello. Welcome to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Welcome to issue number 53 of another Dumb Show. I appreciate everybody joining us and streaming with us this evening. I don't know what the date is. I'll tell you the date one of these days. I couldn't tell you what today is. What is it? The 22nd? Yeah, 22nd. All right, cool. 22nd of June, 2023. Welcome to issue number 53. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. I turned the recap on and I walked away and I was getting other things ready to go and getting my mic on. And you'll hear I was getting laundry together. My dryer's beeping right now. I was meant to turn it back on, but then as I was walking over there, I started to hear strange sound. Kind of like, I'm like, why am I hearing a woman's voice when there's, like, my headphones are cranked up way loud because I'm deaf and I have to turn them up way loud. As I'm walking to the laundry room, on the way on the other side of, not on the way on the other side of the house, but on the other side of the house, I I hear a woman's voice. And I say to myself, why am I hearing a woman's voice? So I start yelling up to my sons, make sure your doors are closed, whatever TikToks you're watching, I can hear them. And then I realize they yell down, doors are closed, Dad, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I look down and I notice that our dude over here had his mic on. Hi.
What's up, guys?
Not much. How are you? I see that.
Right now.
Welcome. Hello. Is this your girlfriend's son?
Yes.
That's awesome. What's his name again? Hey, dude.
His name is Oliver.
Oliver, what's up, dude? That's my nephew's name, Ollie. Right on, dude. Hi, Ollie.
You said hi, Ollie.
Hi.
Hi.
You want to say hi? Here, hang on.
Yeah.
Here.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Lean in a little bit so we can see you. What's up, dude? How are you?
Good.
Good. Are you enjoying your time over at Mikey's house?
Yep.
That's good. Is he a nice guy to you? Does he treat you good?
Yep.
That's great news. I'm not surprised. He's a good guy. You're lucky to have him in your life. That's good stuff. And it sounds like he's lucky to have you in his life. Well, I wish I had something funny to say to a kid, but I really don't. You know how kids are. They don't. Nothing any adult ever is going to say is going to be funny to them. But no, he said you're a real asshole. I don't know if you heard that. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I know. He said he nodded when I said that you treat him good. So that I thought that was nice. So was that your girl? I hear your girl in the background too. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Nice. Good stuff. Hi. Oh, nice. Oh, your place is nice. What's up, guys? What's her name?
Yep. Oh, and there's the new dog to the family.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How nice.
Just like Darla, found in the streets.
Oh, that's so
A gift
sweet.
from the streets of Rochester.
Yep. A gift from the streets of Rochester and a little happy on.
You're kind of the same thing, so it looks like she's got two of those, right?
Yeah, she picked up everything she owns is a stray from Rochester, including myself.
Well, that's nice. It's good to see a little. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear. It's good to see a little insight into your life. I appreciate it, but you might have a little bit of competition, or she might, because my mom's got it bad for you, buddy. I haven't had one conversation with her since I started doing the show with you where she doesn't mention, ooh boy, and that Mikey. He is some eye candy. Ooh boy, that's what she says.
Bitch has got a thing for me.
Oh,
hey,
big
bitch,
time,
how you doing?
big time. Oh yeah, she loves her some Mikey for sure.
Love me some Bish.
Yeah, she's pretty great. She's pretty great. So let me do this. I'm going to try to pop this over here. So I'm doing my new thing where I'm able to see the chat. I want to make sure I do that and get it nice and big so I can see the chat, because I thought Blue Wolverine sent a super chat about something, and it turns out that he did the other day. It was when B1 and I B1 was going off in the chat on me because she was upset about whatever I was saying, all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't realize that she was actually in the chat. I was talking about some stupid bag situation, racial profiling at whatever that place is called, some airport in Minneapolis or whatever. And I had made one little slide snide comment about her before we went into that story, and boy, that pissed her off, and she went off in the chat, and I didn't really know what was going on, and then I also then went and saw on Facebook, he had also sent me a message. Look at Ollie. I just realized that on Facebook, he had sent me a message as well saying, check the chat. So I went back that night to watch that show to see what was going on in the chat and everything she was saying. And now I know why he was sending super chat donations in there to try to get me to look in the chat. He kept saying, look in the chat, read the chat. So speaking of that, Brap, first again in chat. Much love to you, buddy. I really appreciate it. Always first in there. And he had a funny joke in there. He said that the coffee that I spilled over my computer the other day tastes good today. All right. I got a couple emails, and then we'll jump into obviously what the big story is of the day. Obviously, we just saw PDJ fail in his effort to take down the king in the Mikey's McDonald challenge. He did some Uber B-made stuff. He did some Uber
Yes.
Uber B-made stuff.
It makes my stuff not look as bad, to be honest with you. I didn't puke. I held all the food down, and I even finished the rest of the food after the podcast.
Yes. Oh, that's right. You did go back and finish it, so that's good. So, so Hannah, one of the members of the League of Dummies, she is really. Your mic is. Did you turn the mic up on your computer, Mikey? Because it sounds loud. It sounds louder today than usual. It's weird. It's really
Is this making any difference or no? It's just still loud.
It's a little better. All right. Cool.
It might just because it's closer to my mouth and I'm projecting a little bit louder because there's other people in the house as well.
That could be. All right. Sounds good. Either way. Well, Hannah, a member of the League of Dummies, and of course you could join the League of Dummies. And she sent me an email at anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and she says, "Hey, Dom, hear me out. We do a taco challenge to see how long it takes to eat 20 tacos. She's down for that. Now, I'm not sure if she's saying that she's down for that for like me and you to do it, or if she is down for like she wants to get in on it, or the three of us like PDJ did or whatever. I'm not really sure, but I do like the idea of doing that. That sounds like a lot of fun in there. So,
soft tacos from Taco Bell.
That's my specialty. That's what I was able to guzzle down quite a few of. So despite what other people are forgetting about it, I'm kidding.
No promise. Probably ain't gonna finish, and you're gonna smoke me at this point.
You don't think you could take down 20?
I'm sure I could take down 20, but based on the skill that I had trying to eat fast before, I feel like I need to practice fast eating.
There is an art to it. There really is. It's about that jaw tighten up. You got to be ready for it. You got to be ready when that thing starts to tighten up. It's trouble. Let's see. Where's this other email I got here? I got another email from Amy. It says, hey guys, I'll make it short and sweet. I just wanted to say I love ADS 2.0. Still the same one, just in a different place. And Mikey is an awesome co-host. Dumb, you're doing a great job. I wish you guys nothing but success. That's from Amy. Different Amy than the one who usually emails in. And then I got a really awesome email from Sean, who I did see he's also in the chat as well. He said he's a huge fan of you. He said, hi, Sean. I'm a huge fan. His name is Sean as well. My name is Sean. He said, hi, Sean. I'm a huge fan of yours and have followed your life and career for several years now. I see you constantly working your butt off to be successful, and I feel that you're doing a wonderful job. Well, hey, I appreciate that. He said, my name is also Sean, and I, too, am trying to find success. I'm a truck driver and recently became a certified personal trainer. On a recent episode of ADS, you mentioned that you would like you and your two sons to start exercising and get healthier. And then he goes on to say he's a certified trainer and personal trainer and online health coach, and he wants to hook me up and potentially be a sponsor of ADS and get me and my boys in shape. So I don't know, the taco challenge might have to hold off if I get on with Sean and get everything up and rolling with him.
Yeah,
I might not be able to do the challenge.
I put all the kibosh on the bad eating too, and back at my girl was good enough to help me with my trainer and everything like that. So I've been eating better and starving 24/7, just starving. I am hangry all night. Last night after watching you guys eat all that food, the pizza, dude, I was so hungry.
I was so sick. I was so sick this all day today. I know better. I cannot eat pepperoni. When I get that pizza, usually I peel the pepperoni off, and it will not because I don't like pepperoni, but I like the grease and the flavor of the pepperoni. If I eat pepperoni, I get the worst indigestion, and sure enough, I was miserable all day today. Reflux.
You would hate the spicy char cut pepperonis that we
I've
get
had
in Rochester.
I can't eat those. I've had those. B1 gets like.
To say it's got to give you the worst agita in the entire world.
Can't handle it. Can't. And then the whole next day, I'm just mortified. Everything is burning and everything.
I think that's what Bert feels like after he eats and
I don't know
drinks
what
all that.
burnified is a word. I don't know what I saw right there.
I didn't know if it was either that or the Jamaican beef patty that got you.
Oh, those that was extra spicy. But I'm telling you, it was a pepperoni. I know better than to eat that. I'm a little concerned. Sorry, I got distracted there. Amanda said that nobody was notified that we went live at 7. I don't know why the notifications didn't go off. That's so weird. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't get that. Very frustrating. All right. Well, either way, what we'll do, Mike. I'm just muting you for a sec while Mom handles business over there. I did get a quick comment on YouTube that I wanted to read from someone I know. I've seen him in the chat before. Is Carl with lots of A's? Carl. He said he put a comment on yesterday's issue number 52, and you guys can always comment there, and I'll try to read your comments if you don't feel like doing email or whatever. Carl says, "Stop with the disgusting moaning when you eat that you stole from Dieter. I don't know if PDJ beat." I don't know if PDJ. Oh, he turned it off, is what he's saying. But and then I replied back, "You have to be new because speaking of eating the tacos, I did that taco challenge on CBS like in 2005, 4 or 5, and I was moaning and chewing food like that. I've been doing it forever. I used to get made fun of it in high school at the lunch table. Like I don't know what this guy's talking about. He definitely must be new or something." I mean, have you ever even heard
Dieter does. He's more vocal now when he does eating things because he wants to make sure that everything goes through the mic. He's actually really good about that.
That's
make
funny.
Sure whatever's happening in the studio or whatever he's doing is all goes through the mic. So there definitely has been some food challenges lately and stuff where he's.
Well, I wonder if he's going to have to
biting up your style.
I was thinking about all those crazy food challenges he's done over the years, and it makes you wonder if any of that kind of crazy stuff contributed to what he's dealing with right now. And you know, not blaming or anything like that, but just that dude's ingested a lot of weird stuff over the years. That was like one of his.
He said that today he's going to be getting the results about how far along it is and
all that
where
stuff.
He's at stage wise and all that. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, hopefully, very early detection, and they're able to, stop the nipping in the bud, so to speak. Guy's
built like a brick shithouse too. His body's gonna fight stronger than all of ours.
Let's hope so. Let's hope that definitely does that, or that he's able to power through it, and his body, like you said, his physical fitness will make the difference because it's a scary situation for sure. Let's see. I got a quick comment real quick before we move into stuff that's going on in the news. It says from Maxine, "Welcome the hell back, dumb. I'm loving ADS. I listen every day." So that's nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Maxine. Guys, I'm keeping my eye on the chat. So if you do want to send in a superfan donation, I'll try to read it for you if you guys want. I'm trying to focus on those. It's easier for me because I really am not. I can't stare at the chat now because it was right in front of me. It's a long story. It's hard to explain why I wasn't able to see him before, but now I'll see the big blue thing pop up. So if you got something you want me to say, let me know. Speaking of annoying things, well, did you guys hear?
Dumb. You got a new fan. My girlfriend's mother said, "Who's that handsome man on your podcast with Michael?" So we got a real love fest going on with the moms here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Silver Fox strikes again.
I tell you what, man, there are so many, I don't know what it is about the older end of MILFs and the bottom end of Cougars really seem to have a thing for your old pal Dumb. I don't know what it is. Like, I remember B1 and I went to a Luke Bryan concert. I think it was the one we went to in Canandaigua. Either that, yeah, either that one or we went to one in Syracuse too. So I can't remember which one it was, but there were just a crowd of just older milfs and younger cougars who were obsessed with me. It was like to the point where I was uncomfortable. They were like putting their hands all over me and like rubbing my shoulders and doing all this weird. And B1 was actually just laughing at it. She wasn't even like mad or anything at all because she knows I'm younger. So she knew I wasn't interested in any of these older women at that point. But not that I wouldn't be, but she just could tell that I was uncomfortable because it was just weird. I felt like I never in my life ever felt that way or ever been treated that way. And I just felt like a piece of meat and it just made me feel.
Them rich lake ladies at Canandaigua Lake. That's exactly what it was.
I know.
Bored housewives, man.
That's it. They were definitely bored and they were they all had rings on for sure. It was all, I mean, they were all married women for sure. But I definitely felt like a piece of meat. Do you think that Stepson of the millionaire who is now dead at the bottom of the ocean or eaten in the bottom of in an orca's mouth or something is Austin, what are you doing over there? All right, my future son-in-law is gifting another Dumb Show memberships to people. Thank you, Austin. It's nice of you. You don't have to do that.
Thanks,
I don't
Austin.
know why you did that. That was nice of you to do that, but
save your money for the wedding. You're about to get yelled at.
Keely's gonna get mad if you're not careful. So that stepson,
What a piece of shit.
Well, Mikey, you might want to be careful with what you say because obviously we know what happened with that sub, but there's a rumor now. And if you guys don't know, actually know it, I probably should just kind of, in case people don't know, the submarine, the Titan sub. They officially declared that it is lost, and they are now officially in a recovery mission to find the wreckage and the bodies. In fact, here is the Coast Guard making the announcement to everyone. Here we go.
This morning, an ROV, or remote operated vehicle, from the vessel Horizon Arctic discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible approximately 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic on the seafloor. The ROV subsequently found additional debris. In consultation with experts from within the Unified Command, the debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber.
Oof.
Upon this determination,
Michael Beamed.
we immediately notified the families. On behalf of the United States Coast Guard and the entire Unified Command, I offer my deepest condolences to the families. I can only imagine what this has been like for them.
I cut off one of their faces.
And I hope that this discovery
4 out of the 5
provides some solace during this difficult time.
So there you go. They are lost, sadly enough. But
it sounds like they weren't. Well, I mean, it sounds like the depressurization happened, and hopefully it was quick, and hopefully they.
Well, that's the thing. There's a couple different scenarios, right? So I was watching it, and from what and obviously he said that it did implode, is what happened. So they got Michael beamed. If you know The Abyss, they got Michael beamed. That's one of the scariest parts in that movie is when the guy who has the pressure sickness and gets all wonky, he gets imploded in one of the little subs. Do you not know The Abyss? You're making a face.
No, I do know the movie. Is that? Remind me though. I
Ed Harris, the aliens.
I cross the two movies, The Abyss and The Sphere, all the time.
I don't think I remember The Sphere, but this is Ed Harris. They got at the end he ends up. They're, spoiler alert, they're aliens at the bottom of the ocean, and
Samuel Jackson isn't in that, is he?
Nope.
That's The Sphere.
Okay.
If you look it up, both those movies came out around the same time. It's when all those movies
When they did that kind of
the
yeah.
same type of theme at the same time. But yes, I do remember the Abyss.
Well, anyway, yeah. If you remember, there's a part where the guy in the pressure sickness part, his sub dies, under similar to perhaps what happened to these guys. His sub loses power, and it slowly starts to go lower and lower and lower down this trench, and it just implodes. It starts to crack. The pressure becomes too much. You see the glass start to crack, and then it's actually slower than it actually would happen in real life. It's just like instantaneous in real life. That's why I was saying there are two scenarios.
There's
because
something I saw today that the implosion would take like 0.2 milliseconds, and feeling pain is like 0.4 milliseconds. So they wouldn't even feel any pain.
What I heard was it would happen faster than a thought. You wouldn't even be able to think about the fact that you're dying. You're just dead before you even realize it. Before you even realize the implosion has happened, you're already dead.
I feel such a relief knowing that, but I hope that it happened without them knowing.
Well,
that's
that was
all I can hope.
That scenario too, Mikey.
Solace, and it's a weight off my shoulders.
Well, let me add a little back on, because there is a scenario, because I watched, and apparently there are sensors on this, or there were sensors on this thing that actually would tell you if there was a hull integrity problem. So they may have been aware if it was a slow leak, like if it just like as they're going down, suddenly the sensors start going off, whoop, 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 but they're still dropping, obviously. Whoop, 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 whoop. The pressure's starting to intensify. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gone. Just nothing. So there is possibly 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute, an hour.
10 minutes, an hour.
Who knows?
Oh, my God. No, man.
Nobody, or who knows? Maybe something happened where the power died. They didn't lose pressure until they hit the bottom, and then it just sat there. And then all of a sudden something happened, and it cracked and broke. So there's so many different scenarios that happened with it. Well, in fact, I do have a couple more clips actually of people talking about it, because there's an expert, and you can actually kind of see him kind of squirm a little bit when he's asked about what potentially these people dealt with.
Essentially, we found 5 different major pieces of debris that told us that it was the remains of the Titan. The initial thing we found was the nose cone, which was outside of the pressure hull. We then found a large debris field. Within that large debris field, we found the front end bell of the pressure hull. That was the first indication that there was a catastrophic event. Shortly thereafter, we found a second smaller debris field. Within that debris field, we found the other end of the pressure hull, the aft end bell, which was basically comprised of the totality of that pressure vessel. We continue to map the debris field, and as the Admiral said, we will do the best we can to fully map out what's down there.
So you can see he was almost getting ready to, I feel like he was getting ready to say something he wasn't supposed to right there, because the Admiral walked up. You see that, how he walked up on behind him, like either that he thought that guy was about to break down and he was going to try to take over for him, or that guy was going to say, yeah, he was about, well, because they haven't really, the family is just finding this all out. Excuse me, really essentially in the same time we are, because there's so much press there. They're just picking up on everything right away. So they got to tell the family, and then 10 seconds later, they're basically doing this thing. So they're trying to get the press to respect the family's privacy during this hard time, the usual stuff. And then this guy, I think he was about to say, we found remains or something along those lines. He was just about to spit that out. And then I think he cut himself off right as that guy was walking up. He realized he was about to say something he was supposed to. And then one last clip of a Coast Guard guy, he's answering this question. You can just kind of tell doesn't really want to answer it. Now, the first part of it is a little bit muffled as the guy's answering the question, but he rehashes the question for you. So bear with the kind of rough audio at first.
It's a very difficult question to answer.
Jesus, sorry. All right, and rehash the question.
So the questions was related. I'm restating the question from the standpoint of sometimes it's hard to hear the question here. What are the prospects for recovering crew members? And so this is a incredibly unforgiving environment down there on the seafloor. And the debris is consistent with a catastrophic implosion of the vessel. And so we'll continue to work and continue to search the area down there, but I don't have an answer for prospects at this time.
Oh, we cut it off. Sorry. Oop, that was my bad. I cut that off. So there you go. He's saying that they really don't know because I heard another person saying they probably got eaten. Whatever with everything that's down there, there's so many animals and so much sea life that their remains are probably gone at this point. Is kind of what I picked up from that. So not from that clip, but from another one that I saw. Sad news. I don't think I ever for 1 second believed they were going to be found, to be quite honest with you. I really didn't think they had a chance. I know that's awful to say, but I just never believed for 1 minute that they had a chance of surviving that.
I would have loved for them to survive and to watch that biopic movie when they make it, to see if I could actually make it through it. Like that movie Gravity. I had a really hard time watching that movie Gravity.
Why? Because it was so fake, or because he being
when
stuck
she was just
alone?
trapped out in space, just floating away. Yeah, just freaking out.
That movie was so fake, so horribly fake. Timothy asked me to turn you up, the super fan donation. Thank you, Timmy. I did turn up old Mikey there. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Mike? I'm sorry.
I forgot. Oh yeah, seeing it in the IMAX was a completely different experience.
What? Because it was just
in the dead silence of space, like in hearing the breathing in the helmet, and you can hear like the quivering. I just remember having a full-blown panic attack, having to go to the bathroom and put water on my face in the middle of the movie.
Really? Was that bad?
Might have been the edibles.
Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I just did something. Hold on, I hit a button I shouldn't have. No, that's... Oh, speaking of that, I was going to ask you... Actually, I'll get to that in a minute. I do want everybody to know, though, I think I figured out why that thing ended up... as a dad, I know exactly what happened with the sub. Because if you guys don't know, there is a reason... Well, I'm just going to cut right to it. Here it is. Boom. Somebody didn't charge that goddamn thing. There's all there is to it. If you're a parent and you let your kids use your PlayStation or anything like that, you know that you're dumb. Whoops. No. Anyway, I don't. Sorry, Mikey, I lost you there, buddy. My bad. I don't know what I did there. Anyway,
I'm still here.
Anyway, if you're a parent and you ever let them use your damn controllers, they never put them back on the charger, so they're dead when you go to use them. So whatever dipshit took this thing out for a little test run probably forgot to put the controller back on the charger. So on the way down, the whole thing just went to shit, and they just ended up sinking right down to the bottom, and that was the end of it. That was the end of them. So
you don't bring a wired option for that, just in case. You know what I'm saying?
You would think,
like
but I mean,
on your way down, and somebody's like, "Who's got a power cord? Anybody got a charging brick? We're having a problem here."
Oh crap! I only got a lightning. Oh crap! Now, I saw some pretty interesting video about, kind of how deep this thing is, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen the scale of how deep this whole Titanic thing is, and I found this video to be pretty interesting. So here, I'm going to play this real quick. It goes by pretty quick. It's a pretty short video, but it shows you the scale of basically, how deep this thing is and other things are underneath the ocean. I thought this was pretty cool, so check it out. So there you go. So it's picked up. Wait, what happened? Why did it start late? Why did it start there? What the frig? What happened to my video? What happened in the beginning of my video? Oh man, it cut the beginning of it off, and I think we're already past the Titanic. Son of a bitch. All right, let's just keep going. I think we're already past the Titanic at this point, though. But shit, what a bust! What a bust! Fuck it. Yep, we're already below it at that point. I blew it. That was a fuck up from your old pal Dumb there, guys. Sorry about that. I must have trimmed off the beginning of that video and not even realized that I did it. So, what are you gonna do? Back to that guy, Mikey. You mentioned the stepson, or I mentioned the stepson, and you kind of talked about what a mess he was. Well, after reading a little bit more about him and all of his antics, because everybody's so mad at him because he went to that Blink 182 concert while his dad is sinking to the bottom of, or stepdad is sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And, we've got an argument online with Cardi B. Well, and then he actually, even at one point, I believe he, here it is actually. Here's him having a conversation with an adult film star. She said, "Can I sit on you?" And he replied, and that's on June 19th. And he said, "Yes, please."
But they're close friends. Like, he's been talking to her for years. And,
okay.
He's just
perfect.
a supporter, and he loves her, and she loves him, and it's a completely delusional relationship.
Or does it sound very familiar from another person who we might all know, who might possibly be on the spectrum? Because that's what people are saying about this Brian Zaz guy, is that he's got autism or possibly Asperger's. Now, I know somebody.
Rover like that.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about another person who has been known to, while his wife is in the hospital, go out to the bar with a bevy of ladies.
Dude, his newest antic, not to talk about that show, but the boss fucking move that this man just tried to pull and going to a movie premiere is just epic.
I actually don't know anything about that, so it's going to fall on deaf ears, unfortunately. But really, it was more along the line. Well, it's probably just another example. Is his wife in the hospital, or some other unfortunate event that he's supposed to be attending to happening in his life? Instead, he's out with women, or at a bar, or karaoke, all the different things. So I actually have a little bit more sympathy now for this Brian guy, because we went on him pretty hard. I just assume he's just some rich kid that doesn't give a shit. Like you said, he's out for the money and doesn't care what's coming his way. Doesn't care what's happened to his stepdad. He's just about to get that payday, so he didn't care. No, it turns out that this guy's just likely, perhaps, on the spectrum and loves booty as much as our old pal JLR and prioritizes booty over everything else. That's all I thought of. As soon as I read that, I went, oh man, this is JLR for sure. It's just a rich JLR. That's it.
I've seen so many of his tweets where he's like singing, and the other tweet that he deleted where he tweeted right at all the members of Blink 182 before the show, trying to sit down with them.
Oh, see, there you go. That's
deleted tweets.
Does that not perfectly line up with my old pal JLR?
It does when you think about it, broad spectrum. No pun intended.
Yes, it really does. All right. Well, good luck to that Brian kid. Sad news with the Titan sub, although I think we all knew, deep down, this is how it was going to turn out, sadly enough.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on to another, there's that Brian guy that he had a Twitter war with Cardi B. Well, there's another Twitter war that has begun with the richest man in the world. This Twitter war that has begun is with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, two of the richest men in the world. They're ready to throw down. And it's not even like, it started out as just like a little joke on Twitter. Like, in fact, here's the tweet actually that started the beef. Somebody sent a message or put up this tweet busting on Meta. Elon Musk replied to it, said, I'm sure Earth can't wait to be exclusively under Zuck's thumb with no other options. At least it will be, quote, sane, unquote. Was worried there for a moment, laughing face. And then somebody replies back to Elon, yo, you better be careful, Elon. I heard he does the jujitsu now, speaking of Mark Zuckerberg. And I have actually seen video of Zuckerberg doing some jujitsu. And I have it right here, actually. So let me pull this up. We'll be able to see. Oh, you guys are watching me work instead of me. Hey, Mikey, next time I do that, be like, hey, yo, you have the wrong thing up.
Okay. I was enjoying the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
I was becoming a fan again real quick.
That's funny. Anyway, so here he is. Here's Zuckerberg doing his MMA stuff. What happened? Play. Uh-oh. There we go. That's Zuckerberg on the left. Some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I believe. Mikey, am I right? Or is it judo? Judo. I see a lot of grabbing.
No, it's Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu, okay.
It's BJJ.
My dad did judo. Or no, I take that back. He did Aikido. Oh. Again, Zuckerberg, he's on the bottom now. He's got legs on, kind of, sort of. It looks like he's working from underneath that inside grapple. Trying to get the guy on top's trying to get a choker on him. Zuck's got to get those legs locked. Oh, he's getting ready to tap, it looks like. Guy's rolling him up, cranking on that neck real hard. And it looks like Zuck just... Oh, no, ref stopped it. No tap. Ref called stalemate. Oh, obviously a big fan of Facebook, apparently. Oh, wait, no, did he tap?
I wonder. He did a gi choke. You're allowed to do that. It doesn't look like Zuckerberg knew that. You can choke a guy with his own gi.
So you actually took his gi.
lapel and crossed it and was choking him that way. Because
that's a move?
With a gi on, fighting with a gi on is a lot tougher than fighting without a gi on because you have more leverage to grab onto things, twist, and manipulate using the fabric that the person's wearing.
Oh yeah, that's why I love a good street fight. When one dude rips his shirt off, you know that guy's about to beat the shit out of someone. When there's two guys that are squared up, and one of them just goes, "All right, mother effer," and rips his shirt off, and the other guy immediately goes, "Oh shit, I have nothing to grab onto. I better be a good boxer." And
it's smart.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great. Those are the guys.
Shed the tarp.
Those are guys that are just ready to beat some ass. So, all right. So we saw the warning from that guy about Elon Musk. Oh, did I close that tweet? There it is. There's Elon Musk again. And hold on one sec. Here we go. There it is. Sorry. So they said you better be careful. Elon Musk fires back with, "I'm up for a cage match if he is, LOL." Phew, big mistake, buddy. Big mistake, because Mr. Jiu-Jitsu himself decided he was going to fire back with his own little reply. And here is his reply right here. Somebody says, Elon said, there's that tweet, "I'm up for," that's the tweet. So apparently Zuckerberg does not use Twitter, and decided to fire back on his Instagram page, which makes sense because Meta owns Instagram. Twitter doesn't. Elon Musk says, "I'm up for a cage match if he is, LOL." And then Mark Zuckerberg replies back with, "Send me location." It is on, mother effers. We have got two billionaires ready to battle. Mikey, who do you got your money on at this point, my friend?
Oh, my money's on Elon.
On Elon Musk. Why do you think Elon's got it?
I think Elon's secretly been training and fighting. He lives down in Texas with Joe Rogan and shit like that. So he's rolling around on the mats with him. He hangs out with all them guys.
I just saw a video of him the other day where they were making fun of how chunky he's gotten. So I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the case.
Well, it all depends. If it's either
well, here
way, it's a live match. It's like celebrity death match from when we were kids.
Let's see if this helps you. I forgot about that show.
Hell yeah,
that's funny. Let's see. Actually, let's see if this helps you out. Let's see if this sways your opinion. Either way, we got the tail of the tape. All right. Mark Zuckerberg, 39 years old, height 5'7". Elon Musk, 51 years old, height 6'1". So Zuckerberg, major age advantage right there, right? So we got, that's 12 years. That's about 39 is right when things start going downhill. About in early 40s, that's when I actually started to feel, actually 45 is right when I started to actually feel age. I never really felt age at all until literally like my 45th birthday. I don't know if it was psychological, but shit just started breaking right around then. And everything hurts now. It's just awful.
Yeah, but you figure this guy's worth 250 bill. So his between science and his regiment, I'm guessing he's probably physically the age of a 40-year-old still.
Not a bad call. Okay, I understand. I agree with that. Now he's like doing that Tom Brady thing where he's just kind of become ageless. He's got the money to do, but Zuckerberg's doing that same thing.
Same thing that Dana White's doing. Like these guys, Jeff Bezos. You look at some of these guys and their pictures over the last 10 years and the advances in science, and it looks like they're de-aging. It's the case of Benjamin Button.
Well, I have a video actually of Dana White talking about the potential matchup between these two. Mm-hmm. So I'll play that in a sec. But back to the tail of the tape. Major reach advantage for. Just based on height, I'm going to assume Elon has a much longer reach than Zuckerberg at 5'7". Elon at 6'1". That is a 6-inch height difference. So we're talking potentially a 3-inch to 4-inch reach difference.
I'm talking 220 to 160 weight wise. I thought that the net thing down at the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's their money, not their weight.
I thought that was their weight. I was like, man, Zuckerberg's only a buck.
No, I got this tail of the tape from I think I got it from TMZ, and they're pretty woke, so they're not going to put somebody's weight on there. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be appropriate. But so, Mikey, you know more about this than me. The final look at the tail of the tape. Now we go to their disciplines. We have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus karate, taekwondo, and judo. So one major discipline for Zuckerberg, 3 potential disciplines for Musk. Now, karate, that's one where you can stand. You got some good striking in there. Taekwondo, I think that's a lot of kicking, from what I know. Yep. Judo is primarily like a grappling kind of thing where you're trying to submit people through
grappling. It's very similar to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay, but without the submissions,
throws,
correct?
Grappling and stuff. Yeah, there are some submissions and stuff like that. It's all about joint and body manipulation.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to break your bones. Exactly. I'm going to twist your elbow into the point of almost snapping. All right, I like that. Okay, so let's check out this video, this Dana White video. Hold on one sec here. And if you have sent anything, guys, I'll check the chat in here in just a sec. I just got to get these videos pulled up here. Here is Dana White talk.
I love Dana.
You do? You're a fan of him, even though
I'm a big fan of Dana White.
Choked his girlfriend or whatever a couple of months ago?
He didn't choke her. He just gave her a little bop in the face real quick.
Oi, Mikey. All right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play Dana White, and you guys let me know what you think of this potential battle that we have ensuing between the 2 huge billionaires.
We'd be excited about this. Is there a possibility this is really going to happen?
Well, just to give some clarification. So what he said is Mark Zuckerberg responded with "send me location," which is something that Habib Nurmagomedov says when people challenge him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that was what "send me location" meant. And I was talking to both Elon and Mark last night. Both guys are absolutely dead serious about this.
Now, wait. Tell us why you say that.
Because they both said, yeah, we'll do it. They both want to do it. Mark Zuckerberg hit me up first and said, is he serious? And I said, I don't know. Let me ask him. I asked him, and he said, yeah, I'm dead serious.
Now, I have to say, does anybody feel, like, I know there's been a lot of jokes over time about how we are now moving into with everything we had with, all of Trump's craziness and all the, just all the goofiness that's been going on, all the wokeness and kind of, nonsensical stuff that's been going on, that we're living in the movie Idiocracy already. And I feel like this is just the next step of it. Like, society has devolved to the point where billionaires have nothing better to do than travel to the bottom of the ocean, and die. And I know that was in part for research. One of the guys on there was for research, and they had to use these rich guys to fund this whole thing. So I do understand that. But these two dickheads that just have nothing better to do, that now they've picked up fighting because they're so rich. Like, again, it's just another example of rich people with nothing better to do, trying to add a little bit of excitement to their life, because you live your whole life trying to make money, then you finally make money and you don't know what to do at this point. So let's do something that could potentially have all that money go away. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world for somebody who's you're on this part of the climb. They're on this part of it, and they don't give a shit. They're just gaining money and just living their best lives on their way to their own demise. Society is absolutely falling apart.
Obviously,
Sign me.
And I
Go ahead. What?
Sign me up. I'll pay $70 to watch those dudes fight in the ring.
Oh, I won't even
illegally stream it.
I'm not sitting here pretending to be that I'm so high and mighty to say that I won't. Look, I walk around letting myself be called dumb. So obviously that's, there's no shame in my game as far as being a part of the Idiocracy. I'm one of the leaders. Thank you very much. But I just find it insane that these people cannot just be normal. Just get married, have a kid, give some money to charity, live your life in your beautiful homes. It's just everything we're working for that we want. It's just never enough. And I'll never understand that. Like, they could have all the women they want. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook because he wanted to find chicks. He could have all the chicks in the world right now. If your life, what is missing that you need to go do this? It doesn't make any sense to me.
This would be the biggest fight ever in the history of the world. Bigger than anything that's ever been done. It would break all pay-per-view records. These guys would raise, hundreds of millions of dollars for charity. And, you don't have to be a fight fan to be interested in this fight. Everybody would want to see it.
You would be at the helm here. So is this something you're taking seriously? Is it something you're already trying to organize? Give us a lowdown.
So, I'm taking Lorenzo Fertitta called me this morning. Station Casinos in Las Vegas is putting a lineup on this today.
No, wow. Okay, now we're talking.
I'm taking it. Listen, if these guys are serious, I make fights that people want to see. That's what I do for a living. So if they really want to do it and they're serious and we can figure it out and figure out a way to pull this off, I would absolutely positively do this.
And did they both?
All right, that's I watch enough. So I think we get the gist of it. Okay, I don't think there's anybody, like they said, that wouldn't want to watch this. I can't think of one person who wouldn't want to watch it. And if you don't, well, just people who don't like violence, I guess. But
throw the Paul brothers on the undercard, throw Floyd Mayweather on there, make it a giant spectacle. The winner of this one fights against Jeff Bezos because he's built like a brick shithouse now.
Think about how cool that would be, though. Like, they could do tiered systems, and if they are doing it all for charity, do you think they'd actually let it go, though, and just really throw hands, or do you think it would just be just a huge publicity stunt for
I'd
Twitter?
Hope so. I'd really hope so. Like, there's part of me, like, we talk about Elon being like, maybe like on the spectrum a little bit, and who knows what level of strength he has, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, geez. Yeah, I think I catch what you're saying. I never really picked up on that, other than he's just kind of a weird dude. I think he's just an eccentric millionaire. I never really considered him to be a spectrumer. All right. Let's see. Where are we at here? Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm trying to check in with some chat here. Oh boy, here we go. Bye. Later, dude. Hold on one sec. Oh, wow. So it's just this literally same dude. So I'm just kind of booting a couple of dudes who are just literally just playing, just running their mouths in there. So we're just booting those guys. It's actually just one guy. I actually know who it is. I'll just tell you who it is. It's do you guys remember back on RMG? There's this guy who really hates me. He's really got it out for me. His name's Taylor. Do you remember the story where we had this? He's the biggest loser, worst storyteller on the planet. This guy named Taylor. You probably don't remember him. I remember him because I had to deal with him answering the phones when I worked there because, you remember who called Mikey? I remember Mikey. We developed a relationship because he's a normal person and he actually has, Mikey would get on the air all the time because Mikey has great opinions, or maybe not even a great opinion, just opinions, period, about what we're talking about. Not just calling to tell long-winded, boring-ass stories that went nowhere, to the point where I finally just put him on one time and every single person on the show laughed and made fun of him relentlessly. And now he is, he's just commenting constantly, and he's created, I think, 4 or 5 different accounts to be able to comment and stuff. And I just block him because I don't want to deal with it. But I'll just address it and get it over with. But he's just the biggest loser on the planet. And he's just obsessed with me. And I live, I just
in his head.
Live
it's
in his
head.
head.
It's a great feeling, isn't it? When you know when you live in somebody's head like that, rent free, it's
and
such a great feeling because you can just laugh it off and just know that you're just laughing internally bothers him so much.
Yeah. Like he probably doesn't even know it right now. But I mean, he can call if you want to call, bro. I'll make sure the phones are working. We'll pull him up. If you want to call, I'm happy to chew you up and spit you out because you're just bad.
I love some long-winded stories. Can we talk about your gate some more?
Oh, no, that's not him. That's a different guy. That's not Matt.
No, I know, but he was long-winded too.
Yes, I know. Yeah, totally different guy. But yes, this is a guy he called in. He had 2 stories. One of them was something about getting shot in a parking lot, and it was just terrible. It was so bad. I got yelled at for putting on such a terrible phone call. And to this day, he holds a grudge against me because I made fun of what a complete tool he is. So he's now the guy I used to work with on ADS, who I don't work with anymore. He keeps going back to this thing because remember there was the camera auction or whatever when they changed studios, and the old dude bought those cameras.
Yeah,
they're getting a lot of use, right? So who cares? Like this guy thinks I care that that these dudes bought these cameras. I don't give a fuck. I have a camera. The camera we used at the studio is the same goddamn camera I'm using right now that we used at the old studio.
Looks mint.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't need those type of cameras. I have no way to run those type of cameras, in fact. So those type of cameras were not something I was interested in even having. So the notion that I give a shit about that, which it was essentially done, if I had to guess, was done out of spite. Really?
No.
Right, yes. That I care about that? No, I find it comical because they're probably sitting in a box right now.
What a great way to hang on to a resentment. What a great way to hang on to a resentment. I'm going to show you, fuck you, and here, you know what? For my resentment, it's going to cost me hundreds of dollars as well. So
there you go. So
win for them.
He's Taylor's in there saying you're the biggest loser for responding, but he was calling me the biggest loser for not responding 2 seconds ago. So
you
pick
gave
your
him
battles.
Exactly what he wanted. You gave him his 30 seconds smiling on the inside.
No, I know his little tiny Johnson's getting all hard. I know he is. I get it. But I just find it funny that it's ridiculous to me that somebody thinks I still care about any of that shit that happened. It happened, it was expensive, and I moved on. It was just that simple. I'm actually could not be happier now that I'm sitting here talking to you. I have a very good time. I have fun talking to you. I wasn't having fun before. Very big difference.
Yeah, you could pick up on that vibe every once in a while too.
Yeah,
the chemistry wasn't strong.
Yeah, I was pulling teeth.
Juice wasn't there.
And I don't mean to talk crap. That's just my opinion on the thing. I didn't feel like it was working personally, and now I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing, and I'm happy to be working with you so much more than I was before. I'm more hands-on with it than I was before because I have to be, and I think that'll help improve everything. So the notion, like, the only people hanging on to that stuff are the haters. I don't think about it other than when you guys bring it up. Never. I don't care. It's over. Grow up. Move the F on. It's that simple. So there you go. That's the end of that. So
go post on Reddit.
The Twitter, exactly. The Twitter wars continue, of course. So there you go. Sorry. What I was trying to say was the Twitter wars have now made it into the political realm as well. Because there are rumors that Donald Trump is having an affair with Kari Lake. This is one of these. This is the new rumor that's going around right now, that he's having potentially an affair. They're circulating online, speculating the former president, Donald Trump, is having an affair with former Arizona gubernatorial nominee Kari Lake. And that's like, she's an uber MAGA, whatever person. She was a former local news reporter who tried to run for governor, didn't work out. She is said to have moved into Mar-a-Lago, President Trump's club in Palm Beach, so much so to the point where she spends more time there than his wife Melania does. Kari is present every evening, according to a person who spoke to People magazine, and according to another website, there is a suite there that she practically lives in. So...
Vice president nominee, power couple taking over the White House.
Well, there was a rumor that, one of Trump's people are blaming saying this is a Trump, that DeSantis guy, one of the guys Trump's running against. They're saying that this is just misinformation that's being put out to try to make Trump look even worse than he already looks. So she went online, and there's a huge Twitter back and forth with it, and there's too many friggin' tweets to show, but they're just blaming it on the running mate, and now other people are saying, just like you said, that this is more of a, like, not the power couple thing, because he's married, he can't get a divorce, he can't play that role, but behind the scenes power couple kind of situation where, like, they're laying in bed, they do the deed, and then they roll over and they talk about who they're going to nuke or not. I think that's the little bit of the concern there. But yeah, that's the rumor right now. That's the rumor going on around about potentially about the former president and the former gubernatorial candidate from wherever the hell it is, Arizona. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I have a bunch of videos. I got a video dump I want to do. We got video of Mikey's car. We were talking about Mikey's car the other day. I really want to show you guys that. Yeah, we were asking him if he could bring in some muscle and show some video of him revving that bad boy and all that good stuff. And he was kind enough to send me some video of that. So we have that coming up. We started talking about that bowling scandal for a second the other night or yesterday, and we got distracted. So we'll come back, we'll talk about that. And then I do have like a bunch of videos to kind of dump on you guys that we can do to kind of wrap things up at the end of the show. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back from break, I said we'll do all those things. In the meantime, while we're in break, if you've not already taken a second to like today's video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. And of course, you can always become an official member of the League of Dummies by hitting that join button. It's $1.99 a month. It's one of the best ways to support another dumb show. We will be right back. You guys sit tight. Hang on. What is that on my couch? Ugh. Ugh. That makes me a little nervous. You guys see that? What is that thing on there? That black dot right there. I thought one of them ripped a hole in it for a sec. That's not Darla, that's Kal-El. All right, welcome back to Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. Welcome back to issue number 53. I appreciate you guys streaming with us this evening. Even the haters, appreciate you guys hanging out too. Can't get enough of me, can you? What is it, the beard? The hair? These beautiful blue eyes? I'm not really sure what it is, but you guys sure just
the irresistible charm.
Thank you. My mom said that the other day to me. She said that I have irresistible charm. She said even when all the technical stuff goes wrong, I'm able to charm my way through it. So thanks, Mom. I learned it from you. Appreciate it. So
see, look at that. Just another thing me and Bish have in common.
That's right. Oh, you both love me. I got the phones to work for a sec. So Alexia, who's claiming I'm not, I'm afraid to answer the phones.
AKA Taylor.
Oh, I actually don't know. I assumed it was a different person because there's a Taylor and an Alexia and they're saying something along the lines, but they were working for one sec. I called and got them to work and then they stopped working for a sec. Let's see, I'll try to call on my end, see if I can get them to work for a sec. They're working right now. Try to call. Somebody wants to call, 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-386. Oh, there it is. They're ringing right now. Perfect. Got it to work. Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show. It's you. Hello?
Hey, Dumb. Big fan.
I appreciate that. Who's this?
Oh, this is Chance.
Chance, what's going on, man?
I'm happy to have you back streaming again. You know, it takes a lot of balls putting your kids on stream after you threaten another man's kids. Big balls, man, real big balls. Right?
Wow, you got it in on the phones. You got it in on the phones, man. Good job. Wow, you feel better now? Which that never happened.
So
whatever.
You're just gonna go
hold on. My turn to talk. So here's what I'm going to tell you right now. What you're saying never happened. Never did. Never threatened anybody's kids.
You did it. It's on Reddit. No. You can see it. It's your voice.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna.
It's
Dick.
AI. It's
hey,
AI.
Dick, let me talk. Yeah, that was a joke. You fucking idiot. God, what a fucking moron. Oh my God. Here's what happened.
That's a crazy joke to do about another man's kids. What someone joked about your kids.
Hold on. Did you see the 10 minutes that happened before that? And I also didn't threaten anybody's kids. I said I know where you are at all times. Are you not able to keep up with that?
That's not a threat. That's not a vague little sissy threat, is it?
What? Here's the deal, Chance.
You're
what the fuck is? Okay,
crazy.
Or is this a fight guy? You're gonna one of these telephone tough guys?
I'm 5'4", and I'm not even scared of you. Maybe someone's shorter than you.
Nobody's trying to fight.
I'm right here in Akron, baby.
Hey, dude,
I'm here in Akron.
Dude, I don't care. Nobody cares about you. Have a good day.
Don't.
You got your little shot in. Nobody gives a shit.
See, you can't even confront it. Why can't you confront it?
I just fucking did, you fucking nerd. What the fuck do you want from me?
Why can't you talk?
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say other than what you're saying is incorrect?
Listen,
you're talking
I'm one of 50 of your fans.
Fucking retard.
I'm one of 50. You better treat
Unbelievable.
me good.
What an idiot. I'm going to turn him down every time he talks over me. So, are you done? Okay, my turn to talk now, dickhead. Here's the deal. You're an idiot. What you think I said, I didn't say. I didn't threaten anybody's kids. It was made very clear. So you can go back to Reddit, type it in there. I have plenty of fans. I have a great community and a base of people who love to give me super fan donations. They're members of my group, all that good stuff. So look at him. He's literally trying to talk over me while he's turned down. I'm watching his levels. Still, he's talking right now. Keep talking, dude. Nobody can hear a word you're saying. You ready now? Now, your turn to talk.
My turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. As long as you got that out of your system.
Have one worthwhile thing to say other than calm down. You get so mad. You're trying to be a dick. So I'm going to be a dick back. If you have one point-by-point thing you want to do with me, great. Until then, go after yourself.
Bring something to the show.
Are you recording this? Because it sounds like you're recording it. Are you going to go post it on Reddit or one of your other little dork sites? Yeah, so he's watching himself right now. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. Oh my fucking God. What a fucking tool.
Guy just wanted his 30 seconds and now he's enamored with watching the TV, knowing that
it's
he's
unbelievable.
The one that's on the phone.
It is unbelievable. Anybody who's seen that and anybody who's still here can understand what happened. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand what happened. If you were watching the whole thing and not the very out of context clip that's been posted on Reddit, which the reason it's not up anymore was not my decision. I would have left that video up for a very long time. Trust me. I have no fucking problem leaving it up. It wasn't my decision. So, having said that, that's it. That's the last time I will ever address that from before ever again. You can put whatever you want in the comments. If I see that comment come in, one of those comments, I will immediately remove you from the channel. And that will be the end of the story because I don't feel like dealing with it. It's done. It is so far done. It is so done with the people that were involved with it. You don't even understand. It's done with them. It's done with me. Everything's done. So you guys need to either grow up and move the fuck on and either find some other show to troll because your little D's can't handle that I'm doing my thing and I actually have a community who enjoys being here. If you can't handle that, tough. That's all there is to it. I'm going to keep doing my thing, and you guys can keep saying whatever you want and run your mouth as much as you want. It will not deter me. If anything, it will only motivate me because I'm the type of person who doesn't respond to positive stuff. That goes right over my head a lot of times because I didn't get it a lot as a kid, and I don't get it a lot. I probably didn't earn it a lot as a kid either, to be honest with you. But it just goes right over my head. But I do hear every single negative thing that is told to me, even when I was younger, and those are the things that would motivate me to be better. You call me stupid, I'm going to prove you I'm not stupid. You call me fat, I'll eventually lose the weight. Look at me now. So keep it coming, guys. You can say whatever you want. I'll just remove you, and we will move on with the show. And this is officially the end of this discussion. Thanks for playing. Suck a fatty. Holy
and
crap,
thanks for
Mikey.
listening to another dumb show because still listening.
Oh shit, whoops. Speaking of that, by the way, speaking of listening to another dumb show, if you guys, and we are of course live from Studio Struts there, I didn't mean to hit that button, but there it is. We are live from Studio Struts. If you don't want to watch another dumb show, if you are not as enamored with my beauty as Mikey's mom is, or Mikey's beauty as my mom is, and I saw somebody in there suggesting we do a mom swap. So, which is funny because all those internet videos, which man, there's a lot of those, man. There are lots of those. It's crazy. I totally forgot where I was even going with that. Totally do. Totally forgot where I was going. Where I was going with that is if you don't want to see our beautiful faces and you only want to listen to another dumb show, Another Dumb Show is now available as a podcast on YouTube Music. So if you just want to go get it right there, it's very easy to find. Just go to YouTube Music and search for Another Dumb Show. It's much easier for me to get it posted on there than it is on Spotify or any of these other platforms. It just, honest to God, YouTube does the work for me, so it just goes right up there. And you don't have to watch it as a video. You can download the audio only if you don't have time. So if you go back, and I know I was catching up on some direct messages, and I had a guy who was telling me that he doesn't listen live. He watches on his route. I think he said he catches up or whatever. So, if you want to use less data, you want to download it, whatever do you do? If you don't have an unlimited data plan and you can't watch Another Dumb Show live and you want to, save some data and you just want to listen to it on your AirPods and you can't be looking down because you drive or whatever, you are able to download Another Dumb Show as a podcast on YouTube Music now. So it's very easy. Like I said, just go to YouTube Music. There's an app for it. It's very simple. Just search for Another Dumb Show. And you can even put the word podcast in there, and I think it'll pop right up. Another Dumb Show. So check that out if you have not already had a chance to do so. Mikey, You are a big bowler, my friend. You live and breathe bowling, I guess. To a point.
Yeah,
you
live
do
on the hardwoods.
You do love the hardwoods. You love getting that slide on. You love knocking down the pins. You love setting them up and knocking them down. So
finger in them holes, baby. Finger in them holes.
So there is a big scandal in the bowling world right now that involves the powerhouse of NCAA Bowling, which is apparently Stephen F. Austin State University, which is, I believe, what's that, in Texas?
I believe.
I actually have, or is
I
it?
don't know.
I actually don't know.
I'd imagine it's got to be up here. It's got to be in the Northeast, because this is the bowling capital of the world.
Where's Lufkin? Maybe where's Lufkin?
Jesus.
Stephen Austin State location. Texas. I was right. It is in Texas. So yeah, Lufkin. I knew Lufkin. So yeah, okay. So there's some Texans. They're bowling. They're the NCAA powerhouses when it comes to bowling, which it blows my mind that there's college bowling and you could get a scholarship or whatever to be a bowler. I mean, I guess if there's
I went to high school with a girl that got a scholarship. She went to Kansas. She bowled for the Jayhawks. Yeah, and she's on the women's pro tour now. She lives in Rochester with her husband, who's also on the tour. And you see him on TV a lot more than you see her. But
that's pretty neat. Good for them. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
She beat my ass when I was 18 years old. She was 15 years old, and we were bowling in a youth tournament. Yeah. And that girl smoked me. Absolutely sent me packing.
Well, it seems to be the did she just beat you to the point where, like, were you embarrassed? Did you care that you were losing to, or is it a girl bowler? Does that matter? Are they throwing at the same power? Are they more technique?
No, because they're not throwing the same power. They're throwing lighter bowling balls, and they're just out technique you.
Just all spin to get that big hook and just.
You let the ball do the work, man. It's all in the little movements with the wrist and where you put the ball on the lane.
Now you mentioned fingering the holes, Mikey. Put that little mug close to your mouth for me, please. Somebody's perhaps yelling at you. You mentioned fingering the holes in the bowling balls. Now when I bowl, since I messed up my wrist in that stupid road rage incident, I can't really throw a bowling ball above 6 pounds. And I also can't put the 3 fingers in and do the
6-pound ball because
the
it's
spin.
Children holes.
Well, no, I'll be able to find one that'll fit usually. Actually, I don't have huge hands and I have skinny fingers, to be honest with you. So I'm able to get them in, but I can't get my thumb in. I can get my fingers in, right? My fingertips in. So I can do the spin with the 2 fingers, to get that big hook. And it's a lot of fun. But I feel, and actually, the last time I bowled, I was whipping the ball. Like I don't know, whatever the higher end speeds are. I don't know, you can get it up over 100 miles an hour. I think I was getting it, or no? Is that what it is?
Miles an hour is
whatever the high end was. Okay, so I was way up there. Because the person in the lane next to me was like, holy crap, man, you're really throwing that thing really hard. And I laughed, and I wanted to be like, yeah, that's what's up. You know, me. It's my 16-pounder. I'm letting it rip, But I couldn't help myself. I looked at him. I was like, it's a 6-pound kid's ball, bro. I'm sorry. It wasn't me. Trust me. I'm not that good of a bowler. But anyway, you mentioned that bowling, the chick that you went up against, she was with her boyfriend is a pro dude. Well, this college that I'm talking about, what's this guy's name? This woman's name. Her name is Amber Lemke. She's met. Wait, what is this guy's name? Steve Lemke. Anyway, he was the assistant coach for the Stephen F. Austin State University bowling team, married to the head coach, Amber Lemke. Well, Steve had to resign on April 10th from the program. He helped coach the 2 national titles because he ended up having a consensual relationship with one of the members of the team. And this guy, frankly, really just had no shame about it, to be quite honest with you. B1 really gave me a hard time when I had made my admission about my affair. She said I sounded like I had no remorse, and then I even laughed about it as I was going through it. And my defense was, I was nervous, it was uncomfortable, I was uncomfortable laughing. This guy, really didn't seem to give a crap either. More so than, boy, he's lucky he didn't have to deal with B1 because she probably would have gut this guy. His first quote was, I knew it was kind of a no-no, but there's not a rule saying it can't happen. There's not a law saying I'm going to jail for doing something like this. There's nothing in stone. I guess it's just an ethics code. Like, we frown upon it, but there's no rule. There's no law broken. So yeah, I guess you're right. There's consensual relationships between faculty and students at the college levels, not prohibited under Texas state law. But most universities have something in place, obviously, for that. Let's see. This sounds familiar. The affair with the bowler was discovered when Amber Lemke saw a text message from her on Steve Lemke's phone. It said it didn't have anything in detail, Steve Lemke said of the text. It was just about how amazing I am, basically in general perspective. Amber saw that and questioned me, and I got to the point where I just built up so much that I basically told her the truth after she dug through my phone. Well, yeah, you were caught, bro. What are you going to do, lie? You can't lie at that point. You're nailed. You're nailed. Yep. Take it from me. There's no going back after that. So he has been there since, I don't know, the program started in 2009. She's been there since 2011. He joined in 2019. And then here he goes on then to say, he's making some real excuses about why.
That's my favorite quotes, the stuff that he starts talking about. And then when he talks about the relationship in the national championship caliber environment.
Oh, we'll get there. Let's start with his problems with being a stay-at-home dad. I was the stay-at-home dad for 5 years with the kids while Amber got to go off and coach the team. And when she'd get back, I'd run practices on top of taking care of the kids while she was back. When they travel again, I'd sit back and take care of the kids. Then when I got hired on, she almost forced me to run practices. I was a volunteer the entire time before that, trying to help out Amber. Once I got hired on, one thing stemmed from another. I felt like I was doing too much for what I was being valued at. So it was time to hook up with one of the chicks. So he's no longer with the team. Did you say there was another one that I missed? Is there another quote in there that I missed?
What was it? It was when you're breeding a national championship, like
here it is.
Defends why the relationship started.
This is what he started. Where'd it go? What was that?
Viking horn. I got a text message.
Oh, I was wondering what the hell that was.
Yeah, the Gala horn. Every time they get a first down in Minnesota, that's what it sounds.
Got it. It cuts off the quote. It says something about the amplified to the magnitude that is now because of the national championship caliber. So you're saying that people only care about this because they won the national championship? Is that what I'm discerning from this? We are such badass bowling mother effers that it doesn't matter that I did this. My bowling prowess and in the way I've coached this girl who I had an affair with behind my wife's back is not a big deal because we coached her championships, guys. Come on. Pick your battles. We won.
Championship environments breed this type of passion, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the bowling community.
Oh, he's saying that okay, even better. So they were just so hot and bothered for each other because of it. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, heat of the moment, man.
Well, that's funny. Interesting that you played that little Vikings thing there because I actually have a fun little video that you might like, and I know I like, and I know one of our league members, Hannah, will like, involving your Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I sent this to you too.
I know. In fact, I got it from you. I just didn't mention it. That's okay. So this is really more for you and Hannah, but anybody else who's also a Swiftie will love this video as well.
I'm scared. I don't even like Taylor Swift. Yes, you do, bro.
Of course you do. Of course.
Love story. It's a classic.
All right, so this is the Vikings. This is their social media team asking everybody what their favorite Taylor Swift song is. This guy can't admit it.
Yes, you do, bro. Everybody likes Taylor Swift.
Love story.
Cuddy, obvious answer. I think we all knew that was going to be his answer. He's definitely a love story kind of guy, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's a classic. I don't even know if I don't know. You know what Taylor Swift song I'm like I'm 22.
There you go. He knew it.
That one called. That's 22. Oh, this says Taylor.
Our song? Okay, not bad.
My window. Blank space.
Ooh, not bad, not bad.
I wear t-shirts, she's cheer captain, and I'm on the beach. I came in like a... That's not her. No, that's Miley Cyrus. Oh, that's a banger. That's a banger right there. And you're on the phone, and it's just real.
Taylor, I love you.
Oh, that's fun.
5 artists of all time. No. Not your personal. Maybe sales. I'm saying based on her sales and what she's doing. Like, Shake It Off. Right? That's her song? Yeah. Shake oh, yeah, I know that. I know Shake It.
Everybody loves Shake It Off.
I know the radio songs. Hopefully this does not make it. You're forcing me into this right now.
What's the song? Blind Love, I think it's called. Blind. He just said. I have no idea. Love story, so baby just say it. It's not that song. I don't think it is. Oh, yes it is, because that's the one where he come back at the end.
Romeo
I like the
Juliet.
music video.
I have a bracelet for you.
Taylor sent these?
She did.
Why she sending this to us? She wants the Vikings? Good for her.
That is a little weird.
Hit me up.
Good job. Shoot your shot, buddy. Good job.
God, it gets
that
me
was fun.
so excited for football season. I got goosebumps and shit. Even though I'm wearing an Eagles shirt right now.
I know. Well, it's weird. I don't know why she would. You'd think she's an Eagles fan. She's not, or a Pittsburgh fan. I don't think she would be a Vikings fan. Well, who knows where you? Who knows? I know Hannah. The chat is hating. Brap hates Taylor Swift. I don't get it. I don't know how anybody could dislike Tay-Tay. I really don't understand. Let's get a little bit more into Mikey. I know we just talked about how much he loves the Vikings, but let's get to what one of his true loves are. This bad boy. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't want that there. No, hold on. Let me open this in the tab. There we go. That's what I want. All right, this is Mikey's 1968 or 69, Mikey?
68.
It's a Dodge, right?
68 Ford XL.
Ford, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I know this is a Galaxy, but I didn't know I actually wasn't sure if it was a Ford or a Dodge. For some reason, I thought it was a Dodge, but
it looks a lot like a 69 Challenger. It really does.
Okay, she's a beaut. Look at that bad boy. And you guys, your dad got that when you were how old?
8 years old, man. That thing was like bare metal. We towed it home behind a pickup truck. The wheels were pretty much on fire because the brakes were seized up. Like that car has been built, rebuilt, and rebuilt.
How much did you buy it for, and how much do you think you guys have put into it?
My dad bought it, I think, for $1,200.
Okay. In what year?
When I was 8 years old, so 28 years ago. Shit, I'm almost 37.
Well, just knock. There you go. So I don't know how many. Okay, 28. That's
28
good
years
quick
ago.
math.
28
Good
years
quick
ago,
math. We're not here because we're mathematicians, bro. All right, so $1,200 that long ago. Hey, yo. Enough. What's your problem, Bob? What are you tripping about? Bean Arena. What's your problem?
Roofers are furious about this.
Thank you. What is going on with you? You've never had any noises at your place ever, but tonight it's just like it's a circus up in that place.
I don't know what just happened. I just opened up. I went to go open up the live chat again, and somehow, some way, I turned my volume back up because I called my mother during the break. That's why.
Oh yeah, we all heard. We all heard you call her Siri. Hey Siri.
Call Ma.
Call Ma. All right, so here is.
Oh yeah, and he's probably got over 50 into it.
50? No way.
Yeah, dude, it's 30. There's a lot of money. That car has been built and rebuilt, and it's had 4 different transmissions. The engine's been rebuilt a bunch of times. We've been through a bunch of different ignition systems. Like every year, it's a different project.
Why does
every year.
What? So, but it's a different stuff though. It's not like he's upgrading the same things. Or is he just finding new things every year?
Sometimes he's upgrading. Like he would go from one upgrade to one, and then the next year is the next stage, and then the next year, and every year he says, "I'm done working on it. Everything's good." And every year there seems to be something else. Until this year, there hasn't been no work on it this year. He just bought a 2021 convertible Mustang at the same time as he's got that car.
So is that that's not the electric one, is it? That's
no.
Like when it was a normal coupe car, not that weird.
No,
one
he's got a real Mustang, not that Mach-E garbage.
I did sit in one of those. Brady went to like this college thing for potentially like doing mechanic stuff.
Oh, nice.
And they had one of those Ford electric Mustangs, and the inside was awesome. I mean, the interior, the way it had everything set up. That's where the future's
at, man. They need skilled technicians for stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a generation of mechanics, electricians, service techs like me. There's a whole generation of them getting ready to retire.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to do that. He's more in airline maintenance. He wants to work on airplanes now. He used to want to be a pilot, but now he wants to work on airplanes. But now he's more is considering doing something with engineering with airplanes. So, aeronautic engineering or whatever aviation. I don't really even understand what he wants to do. He kind of goes back and forth, but definitely something either designing or I don't even know. I don't even know exactly what he wants. It's just because he kind of goes back and forth when he wanted to be a pilot and he changed to this. So, all right.
Yeah. So probably $20,000 to $30,000 altogether. He's got into it.
Man, that's crazy. All right. Well, let's check and let's see what all the hard work, see if it paid off on the 68 Ford Galaxy. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Listen to that sucker. Wow. That's awesome. And there it is, taking off. Listen to that sucker roar, man.
Listen to the difference in both of those videos of me shifting the car and my father shifting the car.
Who's first?
Big gap. Oh, I'm first because I am slow shifting.
Okay.
My father barely touches the clutch.
All right, let's hear it. All right, here's Mikey in reverse. How many horses we talking?
Probably about 420.
You want to go that way?
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Slow shift.
Damn, Dad doesn't miss a beat. It barely even moves when he's shifting.
No.
Wow, good for him. That's not easy to do. I could do it.
No, he's a quick shifter.
No, I love it.
He really is, man. He throws me back in that car, and he definitely got rubber first, second, and third right there.
That's awesome. That gives me a huge, giant, that makes me want one of those real bad. That's awesome, dude. Oh. I'm so jealous that you have one of those. God love you guys. That's great. Well, I mean, all that money that you put into it, though, I couldn't imagine.
All that money put into it, and you could probably sell it right now for like 10 or 12 grand.
All right, hold on one sec. I just saw Brap saying something that the show died. No, we're good. That's you, Brap. We're good to go, buddy. We are good to go. I'm just peeking in the chat, making sure I didn't miss anything while we're in there. And I don't think I missed anything while I was playing some videos. COAX says the Galaxy's nice too. I don't know if she's talking about the car or the phone. But here is, I think we're getting close to the end here. I do have some videos to kind of wrap things up. So, Mikey, thank you for sharing that with us, by the way. I do appreciate that.
Thanks for showing it, man. It gets me so excited. Right now, the car doesn't really stop, and it hasn't stopped properly in the last like 4 or 5 years. So
why is this again?
It just doesn't like to stop. The brake system has been always a sticky, so as the car gets faster and faster, and it's a fucking submarine, it really is a giant boat that shouldn't have that much power. It was a luxury car, and it's been built that way. I've only ever seen like another 2 of them in the wild, in Rochester. So it's a pretty rare car, but yeah, it doesn't like to stop. So Monday next week, we're finally dropping it off in a garage to
You're
have
giving
a bunch
up
of brake work done on it.
Yeah. So that was my next question. Have you guys have done most of the work, or have you like paid people to do the work, or a little bit of both?
My father has done all of the work on it. This is the first time in well, 2 years ago, he tried to do this as well to somebody else to fix the brakes, and it didn't really fix it. Mm-hmm. And this time he's doing it again. But everything else on that car has been taken apart and put back together by him.
Is it something in the linkage? Is it in the pedal or the brake pedal? Is it something in the pump? All of the above?
No, I think it's
hydraulic.
It's just the brakes in general. The car, for one, doesn't get enough vacuum, and it's just not enough brakes.
Okay. Well, be careful. I don't want you to crash, dude.
There's been a couple times it's been close. Sorry, Dad.
Well, that's probably because you were acting like Aaron Rodgers and you were either on ayahuasca or microdosing. If I had to
never
guess.
When I'm driving that car, dude, the way my father is, it's one of those things. Like even like if I'm driving the car and a meteor falls out of the sky and hits the car, I'm never coming home ever. If
That's
somebody gives that car a door dent or something, a bird shits on it sideways, I'm not going home in that car.
Yeah, you'd be screwed.
The fear of God, like. Not
when I
my
crash,
ever done anything to me, but good God, the fear of God comes.
I get it. My stepdad bought my mom my dad bought my stepmom, my dad bought my mom a car when she turned 40. She bought her this convertible Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. The plate said the number 4 Betsy. It was, I put a bow on it, the whole nine. Nice. Oh, it was awesome. It was cool. It was white with the black or red, like a maroon top. It was a pretty cool car, actually. It was. I was almost never allowed to drive it. One night, my parents were at the bar. They had both driven there separately, but the way they parked, it was like they parked a little bit up the street from the bar, and they were double parked. And my dad's car, which I normally would drive, was buried, and my mom's car was on the outside, and they both had some drinks. And they were like, here, just take mom's car. So I took her car. Sure enough, I ended up crashing her car, completely destroyed the whole front end of it. Jumped it like I jumped that car straight up like the Dukes of Hazzard, man. I cleared. I went through a stop sign that I didn't really realize was there because there was a blizzard. And I hit this I went, you know the water slides where you can kind of jump the hump a little bit? Yep. I did that in the car. I jumped the first little hump of the hill. What is going on with my microphone? No. I jumped the first little hump of the hill, and then I hit the ground and started getting squirrely, and went into the opposite lane in oncoming traffic and looked up and saw headlights coming my way. Well, right at that moment, I was able to grabbed the wrong way, and I went right into a snowdrift. Dukes of Hazzard, right up in to the point where I heard the engine rev because I still had my feet, all 4 tires came off the ground, but I had my foot on the gas still. So it did this huge rev noise, but it was really heavy. So as I went up, I felt it just dunk, but thankfully the front end was so heavy, it went dunk right in front of a tree. It didn't hit the tree, thank God.
Landed before it.
So I got lucky because if I'd hit that tree, this might have been a different story. We might not have another dumb show, or I'd be like that guy at the Blink-182 concert at this point. So, sorry, too soon. Anyway, and then my point of that story was, like you were saying, your dad there's no excuses. When I called and told somebody stopped, and I think my dad had a cell phone, one of the very first cell phones, so I was able to call and tell them what happened, and they were like, I heard my mom in the background go, "How's the car?" Not is he okay? Nothing. How's the car? And I lost my fucking mind on the phone. I go, did she just ask how the car is? Oh man, and then I hear him go, "Who cares how the car is? It matters how he is." And then I was like, "Yeah, you're damn right it does. I'm fine, by the way, but the car is fucked." So it was pretty ugly.
Part of it's over here, part of it's over there.
Oh, the whole front end was destroyed. I remember when we went to go look at it at the tow lot, the whole just filled with snow from where I landed in the drift that I ended up landing in next to the tree where it had drifted up. Oh, the whole front just destroyed. But they fixed it, and she got her car back. So She definitely never forgave me for that. But maybe if she had done some ayahuasca, she'd have been able to chill out, tried some boomies like Mikey. Because Aaron Rodgers, he spoke at a Psychedelics conference in Denver on Wednesday. He made a pitch to have stuff like psilocybin and ayahuasca to be legalized. He said, "Is it not ironic?" Yeah, he said, "Is it not?" Boy, he really is, because he's in the biggest the biggest market that you can be in for football. And now he's the biggest platform, the biggest quarterback, biggest name now that Tom Brady's gone, other than maybe arguably Patrick Mahomes, just because of his success. And now he's using his status to promote what he believes will help mental health. And he says, is it not ironic that the things that actually expand your mind are illegal, and the things that dumb you down have been legal for centuries? Which I'm assuming he means either alcohol or something like that. Yeah, he said, we've got to change that. We've got to change that. It's through awareness and education. People were really giving him a hard time about it. A lot of people came back, and obviously he's going to get a lot of backlash because a lot of people disagree with him. Like, I could only imagine what my dad's reaction would be to something like this, because he dislikes drugs massively. So I don't think this would be so foreign to him to even understand how a mushroom would help with your mental health. I mean, he'd just be like, suck it up. It's
wild how that generation has a really hard time of grasping that. Like, even in therapy, like I had a fill-in therapist last summer while my therapist was out on maternity leave. So I went back to one of the therapists I'd been using since I was like 13 or 14 years old. He had been with me through the cocaine years, the alcohol years, the opiate years. And the guy was semi-retired, so I went back to him like once every 2 weeks, and I was trying to explain to him microdosing and the benefits of it. And I was like, you're in the field. Like, there's actual like scientific journals and articles written about this. You're
read a few. Go to the New England Journal of Medicine, bro. There's a whole thing about it. I mean, yeah, do a whole.
You're literally telling me right now that I'm taking my own will back, and it's going to be less than 6 months before I'm shooting heroin again. Like, it's not that extreme. Like, you don't understand.
Is there a little? Because you said yourself, and I actually, when you said this the other day, it made me concerned about you using microdosing, because you had said to yourself, I've used every other drug and thought that I'd be able to handle it and not been able to handle it. Now, I wonder, do you ever have any concern that you might go down, like just the other day, you said you boomed a little harder than you meant to. That's my point. Is it like, do you worry that maybe you even mentioned your tolerance? So is it something you worry you got to kind of curtail? Do you worry about that, or is it not something you really think about at all?
I kind of like I don't microdose like I used to. For 18 months, and microdosing isn't one of those things where you have to continue to do it for it to be successful. It's not like if I stop taking my antidepressants, then it's going to have an immediate effect on me.
Yeah. Well, you go through withdrawal. The withdrawal on those antidepressants is off the charts bad. It's It's terrible. It's terrible. Poor B1, she
unnatural,
changed.
And
sorry.
Keep on.
No, it's all right. It's her business. I don't mean to talk about her business. My bad. I shouldn't have said that. That's her business. But yeah, no, she went through through a hard change with some medication. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So I don't microdose. No, I don't microdose the way I used to. Like, I'll do it like a day or two out of the week, maybe 2 days a month or something like that, where I'll eat a little bit, and up until this week, it was all those candy bars, and the candy bars to me were absolutely bunk. Like,
right.
It says to eat 4 to 6 pieces for a mindful adventure, eat 6 to 10 for a God experience. I would eat 6 pieces for breakfast, and nothing would happen.
Gotcha. So is maybe, if anything,
and
a
they
little
were all fake
placebo, if anything, if you finally talked yourself into thinking you felt something.
Yeah, and when I grabbed the actual fun guys the other day, and I just grabbed, a little cap and stem that was, probably like a half a gram what I would normally microdose with, it literally in about a half an hour,
yeah,
this is what actual this is what actual fungus is supposed to feel like, something I hadn't felt in like a year. So it crept up on me a little bit.
Okay. Oh, well, that makes more sense then. All right, good. All right. Well, I just didn't want you to go down any paths that you were going down.
No, and I appreciate the concern. But, dude, I mean, you've known everything that I've ever gone through. That's how me and you got close. I used to call you up every day on the show being zooted from the night before.
Yeah, it was fun. That was good times. Cream Pie Tony P says he sent a super fan donation in there. He said, yo, phones are down. I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you. And if I recognize this, I think I know who it is. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Hello, Dad.
Hi, Keely. How are you, honey?
I am good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
So I've been trying to call since you guys were talking about bowling.
Oh, okay. That long
Austin
ago?
wants to
Sorry.
know, yeah. Austin wants to know what Mikey's average is.
Ooh.
222.
Austin wants to have a bowling tournament against Mikey.
Ooh, the gauntlet's been thrown at this. Okay, I like this. Okay,
How
so
many-
we can do.
So wait, does
Austin
Austin
was on
bowl?
varsity bowling all 4 years of high school.
Varsity bowler. Okay.
How many 300s do you have?
He said 0.
Oh.
All right.
How many you have, Mikey?
I got a baker's dozen of those.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
13 300 games? Austin, you may have bitten off more than you can chew, buddy.
He did. There ain't nobody that can touch me. Now, nobody in the chat, unless you're a professional and you bowl all the time, you ain't touching me. I don't give a shit. Not happening.
Austin's still in.
That's funny.
All right,
perfect. All right. That's funny. Honey, I love you. Thank you. And I got a phone call
All right,
from them
I love
today.
you.
Love you, sweetie. I got a great phone call from them today, a FaceTime from my daughter that Austin, he's got he had that long kind of Post Malone look going for a minute. Boy, this guy cleaned up. Boy, he's got to cut his hair short. He's looking all tight. Beard's all tight, man. He's almost like somebody
growing up, becoming an adult.
That was actually what I was thinking. You can see him maturing right in front of our eyes. It's pretty neat, actually.
Now,
So
how old are they again?
don't ask me that. Don't ask me how old my kids are, Mike. You know better than that. Come on, I have no idea how old they are. She's 22, I think, something like that. 22.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if they're 21 yet, but I knew that were because they're going to take you to the strip club.
Yeah, they are. I'm looking forward to that. My mom actually said she was so turned off by that whole conversation. She goes, "Oh, I guess my granddaughter and my son are going to go to the strip club together." Yeah, it was nice. So, by the way, I just before I play these last videos, before we wrap things up, because the videos are pretty quick, so we'll probably wrap up just after 9. But I did find this news story and a warning to anybody who uses Uber or Lyft or anything like that, especially women. This is a tweet that's gone viral. A girl named Catlin Sky. Have you heard about this, Mikey?
Yeah.
So she tweeted this, I don't know, when is it, a couple days ago. She said, on Saturday, June 17th, I was on a Lyft ride in Washington, D.C. that made me fear for my safety. And it's a series of tweets, so I'm just going to read them versus putting them up. She said, my driver missed... actually, screw that. I can pull this up actually over here. All right, here we go. June 17th, I was on a Lyft ride in Washington, D.C. that made me fear for my safety. My driver missed numerous turns, prolonging my ride. In the midst of DC traffic, he almost hit a car and slams on his brakes, stopping about a foot from the car in front of him. Understandable, it happens in this kind of situation. People are driving. She's very annoyed at this point, said, are you okay today? His driving as a whole was very shaky and distracted. We continue driving, and I notice he navigates off the Lyft platform to input an address into his own GPS. Now, Lyft, I did drive for Lyft, and they have like a built-in navigation system that you use through your phone. So you'd have to like pull up Google Maps or Waze or whatever, whatever, if you wanted to change the GPS where you're going. Catlin goes on to say, I noticed and pulled up my requested destination into my GPS and watched as he took me in the opposite direction. I was notified via text by, oh my God, Rini, enough. Cal's asleep. Leave him alone. Beanarina.
Cal's saying, thanks, Dad.
Leave the cat alone, please. Thank you. Good grief. Cat goes on to say, I was notified via text by Lyft that I was not heading towards my destination, with the link included in case I needed help. I called out to my driver numerous times that he was taking me the wrong way. He ignored me. My turn is left, not right. Sir, you're going the wrong way. Hello, sir? I finally said, hello, can you hear me? Screaming at this point. Hello, can you hear me? Screaming at this point. In response, he laughed and said, sorry, I don't speak English. He did in fact speak English, and I had been the entire car ride. At that point, I'm panicking, and I decided to unlock the car door and try to jump out as he was turning a corner at slower speed. He began braking, and I jumped out of the car and started running in the opposite direction to where I knew I was supposed to be headed. Holy shit. I walked the rest of the way as I did not want to get back in another car with a stranger. I went to my text and opened the link Lyft provided me, where I briefly recanted the events and requested them call me. It said I'd receive a call within 5 minutes. Time passes, I finally arrive at my location. I'm wondering where my call is, and I pull up to the app where I see numerous messages from Lyft, no call. They appear to take my problem seriously, file a report, and issue a refund. She gets a deactivation from Lyft due to safety violations because she jumped out of the car while it was driving and is no longer allowed to use Lyft. I actually don't care about the rest of that. That's shitty that Lyft is not helping them. Obviously, I dealt with this personally with Lyft. When I was driving for Lyft, I was on the other end of it as a driver. I had a guy in the back of my car threaten to rob me. So I bonked his head. I jerked the wheel, bonked his head off the wall of the car and disoriented him, and then pulled into a parking lot real quick and jumped out and called Lyft, did exactly what this girl did, all the same things she's describing. The drivers have the same safety things. It didn't automatically send to me. I had to hit the SOS or whatever they have. And then the guy wouldn't get out of my car. I had to threaten to get my crowbar out. And I had no idea if this guy had a gun or a knife or anything. Dude, I'll be honest with you, I was angry scared. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know, like, you know, the difference where you're just mad and you're ready to fight versus you're actually kind of scared, but ready to defend yourself if you have to. Yeah. I wanted it to, I didn't want to fight. I wanted it to go away. I wanted to keep driving for Lyft. I knew if I smacked him over the head with a crowbar, I was not going to be a Lyft driver anymore. They would revoke that from me. So I was just trying to figure out a way to get him out of the car. So I'm telling him, I'm calling the cops. I do call the cops. I get off with Lyft and call the actual police, or they might have transferred me. I can't remember. And I keep telling him, cops are coming. Cops are coming. You better go. And he wouldn't get out of the car, wouldn't listen. And then finally I said, you know what, dude? And I kind of had enough. I said, fine, you know what? I'm gonna get my crowbar and I'm gonna beat you out of my car. And I went to the back of the car, and I right at the point, like when I popped the back of the trunk, he bolted out of the car and took off. And I considered going after him, but I was like, nah, I'll just wait for the cops and then I'll let them know what happened. We'll go from there. Because I figured I'd be able to use his account to be able to get him in trouble with Lyft and maybe have the police follow up and all that. No, none of that. Police didn't give a shit. They were not going to go look for him. They were not going to follow up with Lyft. Lyft was not interested in providing information to the police. They didn't care. It was unbelievable. I could not believe it. And I've not driven for them since. Because I was just like, they're not protecting me at all.
When my girl would drive for, like, my girl did Uber Eats and Grubhub and stuff like that for a while. But the only time she could do it was like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m.
That's not good.
So she's out on the road alone in the middle of, some really unsavory spots.
That makes you want to work some overtime.
Thank God I would make her take her. Yeah, dude, I used to make sure she took her pity with her all the time.
I don't blame you. Have to. Well, I mean, that's the women. You got to be men, women, but women in particular, I would argue, need to be very careful in Lyft cars with the drivers.
Yeah, man.
You have no idea what
give me anxiety when she was out there driving.
Yeah. Think about when you're drunk, you get in one of those Lyfts on the way home. This poor girl not paying attention, maybe starts kind of half passing out. The guy's not, be careful, guys. I mean, there's some shady, creepy people out there. I have a couple of videos I pulled, but I don't want to play them because they're actually really disturbing. Of just two, you sent me one. I have two different child enticement videos Well, yours isn't really an enticement. It's just a straight up, this guy throws a woman on the ground, bonks her head off the concrete, and then grabs this little girl by her arm and yanks her by like a rag doll trying to kidnap her.
Dude, like throws her down the street.
Oh my God, it was so scary. And then I saw another one that happened down in Cincinnati where this little kid's just kind of on the sidewalk, sitting on his bike, just chilling in front of his parents' house. This lady walks up, just starts talking to him, you know, kind of being like, hey, where's your mom? Starts petting him on his head and starts kind of...
Who was recording this? Was this like a Ring camera or something?
The Ring camera caught it. Yeah, their doorbell cam caught it.
Oh my God, dude.
And the kid was smart enough to like go, I'm going to get my mommy. And he actually, when he walks away, he like walks away holding his hands up in the air like, don't touch me. And they ended up arresting this woman for a child enticement. She had even told the kid he was, that she was from CPS or something, and tried to tell the mom because the mom came out to confront him.
Well, she's locked up forever without even question at this point. Like,
it was disgusting.
I don't care what your intentions are or what your mental health status was. You tried to steal somebody's child.
Yep, it was insane, absolutely insane. So, speaking of crazy videos, I do have a few videos we'll kind of blast through here before we wrap up the show today.
I like crazy videos.
Yeah, just a few of them. They're not absolutely, outrageous, but I got a couple animal attacks in here. One weird one. Another one is just the guy that's just a complete idiot. Let's see, which one do I want to start off with? Oh, you know what we'll do real quick.
I got to start sending you some of the weird lanes of TikTok on mine.
Yeah, every once in a while it's fine. Yeah, I don't mind. I like a good video as long as it's kind of, actually relevant and stuff. But this one is...
I follow some weird people.
No, I guess
really weird people.
This is a little bit of a dump today, so nothing really relevant other than this story was in the news today. Red Rocks, the concert venue in Colorado. Boy, what an absolutely crazy end of time.
One place
storm.
I want to go. Like,
really?
The one place I want to go. Yeah, that's at the top of my bucket list. I want to see either Bert Kreischer there or some stand-up comedian. I just want to see something there.
I would think. I thought you were going to say
that
music
I've seen from that place.
I thought you were going to say music, some sort of concert.
Dude, I like music too, but stand-up comedy is like my passion, dude. I love stand-up.
Good stuff. Okay. All right. Well, here's what happened at Red Rocks. This is this is now. Oh, there you go. There's the hail. 7 hospitalized. There were actually people that had their bones broken because of this intense hail. Now, and I have to say,
God damn.
Yeah, thanks to those people. I know it's crazy right now. There are people who are mad that the people didn't cancel the event because of the weather that was coming. If you see the bad weather's there, leave. Nobody's forcing you to stay there. You're there because you're waiting for the concert to happen and you're hoping you're going to beat the weather. If you were that worried about it, leave. Like the people are going to be able to predict that there's going to be hail that's going to be breaking arms. Get the fuck out of here. It's just every
time you go to a concert and there's a chance of bad weather, you're just automatically going to stay home and cancel it.
That's the risk you take when you go to a concert, and they can't predict the weather. They can kind of forecast it, but blaming the promoters was pretty freaking stupid, I thought. So, let's see.
But that looked like a scene from the Titanic. All the water running down the stairs like that.
It was pretty low. Too soon, Mikey. Too soon. Can't have any.
Hey, by the way, to speak on the Titanic thing, did you see the weird connection to the Titanic that the wife of that billionaire has?
No.
So the wife that just lost her husband, the founder of it all, her grandparents were on the Titanic, and her grandparents were depicted in the film.
Oh, wow.
Her great-grandparents was the couple that was laying in the bed, and they were spooning together as the water was running under the bed.
Oh, yeah. Was that in the lower? Was that the lower deck couple or upper deck? I can't remember. Was that the rich? Oh, that was the rich
deck couple.
Yes, the rich.
It was the rich couple that were laying there, and they were just, they were going to die together.
Yeah.
That is actually the wife's great-great-grandparents.
Is that why that guy was down there? Because of that connection? I mean, because
I wonder, but I thought it was an awfully weird connection when I read it today. I saw it, I think, on Barstool and TMZ.
What a weird thing for her family to have another person die in that same spot at the bottom of the ocean. It's a little crazy. Oh, did I not pull this one video? Oh, no.
I just ordered a pizza. I feel like shit about it already.
Nice, Fatty. I love it. Good for you. Good job.
Fuck.
All right. Well, there was another. Keely actually sent me, speaking to my daughter, she sent a video, but I pulled it and I don't know where I saved it to. It's gone. Concert. Maybe I never saved it. Shit. Anyway. Another concert video. A guy, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Ava Max. Apparently she's a pop singer or whatever, or they're a pop singer. Couldn't really tell. Keely sent me a video of somebody ran on stage and slapped this Ava Max person. So people are just going nuts at these concerts and they're out of their mind.
Well, we all know I'm gonna find it funny because I thought it was funny when Baby Rexa got hit in the face with the phone.
That's terrible. All right, so here is, and again, these last few videos are just kind of like, they mean nothing. They're not connected to anything, but I just found this video that went viral. A few kind of goofy ones. This woman, well, here's this guy. He's on holiday in Italy, and he's just kind of chilling, checking out the scene, recording, and he catches this.
Next episode of why you should get travel insurance. We've got old mate who has no clue what the water depth is.
Oh, and he laughed right at her, Mikey, just like you, dude. So don't feel so bad. I don't mean to laugh at her, but that was pretty dumb.
No, I do.
We've all been there, though, where you get somewhere and you're getting jumped, and then you get that cold feet right at the last second. You kind of bite it. We've all done that at one point in our life. We've done, whether it's off a diving board.
Bored white people, man.
Or, yeah.
Bored white people.
It's true.
It is, man. We put our life on the line. We get bored, and we just like doing stupid shit.
Okay, well, here's a couple people. Speaking of a bored person doing some stupid shit, Mikey, you set this one up perfectly. Here is the next. This might be the dipshit of the day. Here we go.
100% back out here. They only bring 20% back. So
okay, that's an alligator, a crocodile. That's his arm.
Boots, shoes, purses, wallets, watch bands.
Oh, other person just talking. That finger's mangled.
I dropped your GoPro, babe.
So, I don't know if you guys saw his hand. That thing is jacked up. Here's the bite.
Was that a bone crack?
Ooh, I don't know. Can you hear the bone crack? The person was talking
Dude.
over it. Was bothering me, so I'm actually not sure.
Only bring 20% back.
Listen.
So the 80%
No, wait, right here.
Shoes, purses, wallets,
Ah! Oh! Bro, good ear.
That's a bone crack, right?
Is
you can
that-
watch his jaw go.
Or is it the snap? Just
wallets, watch bands. Meet at restaurants.
oh, what?
Things with
Hold
that.
on.
Boots, shoes, purses, wallets, watch
Ah.
bands. Meet at restaurants.
Oh, damn.
GoPro, babe.
Yeah, and my hand's completely mangled, and I'm just trying to play it off like nothing ever happened. Oof.
Just another Tuesday on the bayou.
Seriously, what is wrong with these people? Here's another. Here's the opposite of what just happened. There's some guy invading that poor animal's environment, and now here's a poor lady just trying to, or I don't even know if it's a teenager or a woman, but anyway, this person, they're just trying to lay on the beach, enjoy themselves. There's this guy there, just happens to be, there's some wildlife on the beach. They're in Australia and Kananji Beach or something like that. And this happens. There's some dingo. That's a dingo. Ate your baby. The dingo ate your baby.
God.
And now it went and decided to go and bite her on her ass.
Oh,
I know. So,
I want them cheeks.
that one made me laugh because that's something I used to always say to B1 is I just wanted to take a bite out of her ass. I just wanted to bite her ass all the time.
I'm always biting my girl's cheeks.
Good for you. God love you. Man's man right there. All right, and I think I got one more to wrap things up here. just a little bit more.
Oh, I hope it's the one. I hope it's my favorite one of the day that I sent you.
It isn't. I couldn't play that one because I didn't have time to change the music behind it because it's
you're right.
The ice. Yeah, so I'll try to do it tomorrow because it's just a fun, goofy video. I'll try to save for tomorrow. So, so we had nightmares in the deep, in the ocean, and now here is a nightmare in the air. This is in Brazil. Mm-mm. Yep, here you go.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yep, here it is. No. Just just a bunch of people. That's a pop star, Thierry or whatever. Cargo door just opened up.
Yeah. Nope.
How crazy is that? And then they reach out. So that's the top of the plane, or it looks this. I don't know, man. That is freaky, dude.
I love the guys on the right side of the plane just looking out the window that way, like the door's not open. The door's not open.
This is the part that, yeah, right, totally. There's no door open. There's no door.
This
open.
Isn't happening. This isn't happening. Everything's fine.
All right, so here, I love, this is the view that freaks me out, where he decides, all right, I'm going to reach out. So that's the sideways view of the plane, right? Because it's turning. So that's the back, I don't know, the aileron or whatever it's called. I don't know what that thing's called. The tail wing, but not the up part of it, the sideways part. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts.
This guy right here just looking out the window. He's my favorite one.
Yeah, just like, nope, there's nothing. Nope, that door's not open. Like you said, just
if I
chilling.
don't see it, it's not happening. Whoops. If I don't see it, it's not happening.
All right. I think that's all I got for us for the rest of this evening. Let me just check the chat real quick before we go. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats.
I'll make sure I send you a picture of what a real pizza looks like when it gets here.
I'm looking forward to seeing your definition of a real pizza, because to me, New York style pizza or Neapolitan style pizza, that is real pizza to me. Neapolitan in particular, that's real pizza. That thick ass shit.
It is good.
I thought that's what pizza was when I was younger, but no, that's a pile of garbage as far as I'm concerned. So,
I just love bread. You mix the two best things in the entire world. I love that it's like a loaf of bread.
All right, so I think that's going to wrap things up. I don't see anything else really too explosive in the chat there. Brap is saying he won't be first tomorrow. So somebody, now he said this once before, that he wouldn't be on and somebody else was going to beat him, and then he ended up being first that day too. I do remember that, but we'll see if he has a chance, or who has a chance to beat Brap. Hopefully it won't be Mikey. I feel like that'd be cheating.
He's got that competitive edge, Brap. He's going to be at the NHRA races. Everything's going to be about reaction time anyway. So he's going to be sitting there at like 6:58 in 30 seconds, and he's going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to do it.
And then just shut it right back off. All right. Yep. Well, all right, my dude. Well, thank you for coming on today. I appreciate you hanging out with me. You have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy your za. I will I'll talk to you tomorrow, my friend.
Thanks for being so nice to Oliver and patient with him on the screen.
My pleasure. I'm a dad, man. I get that stuff. I thought it was cute. It was a cute kid. I understand they see a camera, they want to be in front of it. I totally understand. I was the same way.
Yeah.
Some things never change. You know what I'm saying?
I was excited. I was excited that he was here because he's getting ready to go back to Connecticut for the summer.
Is that where his dad stays?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he goes to spend the summer with his dad.
That sucks. Well, that gives you guys, it sucks for her, but that does give you guys a little bit of time to do some stuff and enjoy your time together. She's starting a new
career on Monday too. So, and she just got that house and everything like that. So
it's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
What does she do for a living? If you don't mind my asking.
She's going to be working as a chemical engineer.
Oh wow.
She went to school for molecular biology. She's technically a molecular biologist.
That's pretty neat. Good for you. Wow. Or good for her.
I'm punching up in life.
You've come a long way.
Yeah, all I gotta say is I'm just grateful that she's got a heart of gold and she loves strays.
There you go. Well, you must be packing, dude. So good for you. So all right, I'm just kidding. All right, bro. I love you. I'll talk to you soon, man. Take it easy.
Love you too, buddy.
All right, bro. Later. All righty, guys. That's going to wrap things up for us here on Another Dumb Show this evening. I appreciate everybody streaming with us. If you've not taken a moment to like today's episode, hit that like button. It's just right there. Just do it. Just that thumb and like the episode. Even if you don't, hit the damn button anyway. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to become an official member of the League of Dummies, you can do that. You'll be get your name in green over there. I'll shout you out more often, and you'll be supporting Another Dumb Show and helping it grow and continue to be here in the future. So I appreciate it once again, everybody joining. I did post some more clips. If you didn't get a chance to see the PDJ thing from yesterday where he failed miserably, I did post that. If you are into gaming and you like racing, I posted a clip of yesterday's F1 23 FOMO race that I did. So if you want to go check that out, you're welcome to do that. And I encourage that if you're into gaming. I'm eventually going to be doing more kind of league member only gaming kind of shows, I think, because I don't expect everybody to want to check that out. Not everybody's into gaming, and I understand that. But we'll start adding that in as we go in the future. And one more reminder, if you wanted to download Another Dumb Show as a podcast, you can do so just by going to YouTube Music. We are now available there, and you can download that there, and you don't even have to watch or see my ugly face. You can just download and hear my golden tones. That's going to wrap things up for us here on Another Dumb Show. Thanks to everybody for hanging out in the chat. I really appreciate it. I seriously appreciate all you guys so much. You have no idea. You guys are the best. So we are out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Get home safely. I'm out of here. See ya.